What's going on YouTube? Jeans here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we got ourselves an Origin Form Giratina meta squad for Regulation I. Now, when it comes to Origin Form Giratina, obviously this Pokemon is a bit of an off-meta choice when it comes to restricted Pokemon, but like I already mentioned, we are pairing it up with meta Pokemon to make this team really powerful. Now, Giratina right here has Levitate as its ability, rocking the Gracious Core as its item, with a incredible moveset of Poltergeist, Breaking Swipe, Shadow Sneak, and Protect. It can do big time damage with Poltergeist. Shadow Sneak's got first turn priority, and on top of that, Breaking Swipe lowers physical attack. Really good up against physical attackers. So I like Giratina. I definitely like Giratina as a restricted Pokemon. Our second restricted Pokemon on today's team going to be Koraidon. Now, Koraidon, really powerful as a Sunsetter and really works well in that sunlight. It's got Orichalcum Pulse with the Clear Amulet as its item, Flare Blitz, Collision Course, Flame Charge, and Protect. A pretty standard yet really strong moveset for Koraidon. Now, our final four Pokemon on today's team, like I already mentioned, are meta Pokemon. We got Tornadus, Fluttermane, Chi-Yu, and Great Tusk. Tornadus over here, going to be able to reset that Sun up, alongside with setting up Tailwind. Fluttermane and Chi-Yu, one of the best combos in all of Scarlet and Violet. And then last but not least, Great Tusk with that Choice Band is here for some big time damage with Headlong Rush, Close Combat, Earthquake, and Knockoff. It can pretty much one-tap any Pokemon it touches, so this thing is a huge threat. Guys, if you want to run the team for yourself, note the code is at the top right-hand corner. And if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. But without further ado, let's hop into match number 1, showcasing Origin Form Giratina in Regulation I. First match coming at you guys, and this team right here is arguably one of the best teams in Regulation I. I've been seeing Zamazenta and Shadow Rider Calyx tear up tournaments and actually do a great number in Regulation I. So this one is going to be a tough matchup for us. We're also going up against Rillaboom alongside with Incineroar, and then they got Urshifu and Raging Bull. Just an absolute stacked powerhouse of a squad. Now, something I do have to watch out for is going to be Wide Guard potentially on Zamazenta, which could get a little scary. I could just go into maybe like you with Overheat, Snarl, Dark Pulse, and all that good stuff. And I am going to end up doing that. Especially you have Ghost Terror type, right? You rocking Ghost? Yeah, you got Ghost. So I'm just going to go into you alongside Fluttermane. It seems really good. And then just double down with our restricted Pokemon. It's just always good for us. It's always good for us. Now, outside of Dazzling Gleam, I got Moonblast, so I don't have to go into double hitting moves if I don't want. So I like this. I also have Icy Wind on top of that if I want Speed Control. This works well for us. This works well because Chi-Yu, Fluttermane can't be intimidated because they're special attackers. On top of that, Fake Out's not going to work if we just Terrasilize Chi-Yu. We just get rolling from there. That combo is so broken in this game. It really is. It's not as good as it used to be considering the stronger Pokemon have joined the ranked format. But back in the day when they first dropped, it was like, oh my lord, this is impossible to beat. It was so hard to kind of get around. It was just so strong. You could lead it every time and just win a lot of matches. But Incineroar alongside Raging Bolt is going to fly out here. I could Snarl up here if I want to. I think I have the Terra Ghost. And do I Snarl or do I just start ripping Heat Waves? Because if he doesn't Terrasilize, Dazzling Gleam's doing good damage into that Raging Bolt slot. It really is. He does get a special attack boost. Terra Ghost has got to be the play. You know what? Did I just rip a Snarl here? I think I just Snarl. I'm going to Snarl alongside with Dazzling Gleam. Let's do it. Let's do it. So Snarl alongside with Dazzling Gleam. Want to lower the special attack just so he can't like deal damage here and then maybe like Thunderclap for a KO. Could definitely get out of hand. He could make the Ghost Terror read and just go for a knockoff straight off into Chi-Yu, but honestly, I don't think I Terrasilize. I think I Terrasilize the first time and then backed off my move and then didn't Terrasilize again. So yeah, we could be in trouble here unless he's not going for Fake Out, which he might not. And he's not going for Fake Out. Okay, so it actually works a little bit better in our favor. That actually works fine. So Snarl's going to fly here, do okay damage to Incineroar, not very effective. Lower that special attack slot. And Dazzling Gleam is also going to fly. So this worked out well that we misclicked the Terra here. The Dazzling Gleam flies here, does decent damage into Incineroar. And Flare Blitz is just going to fly and make him do some recoil damage. Put us on 1. Wow. Wow. A little bit of Focus Sash action coming out here. But still, that's a lot of damage coming out from that Incineroar. A lot of damage. So there's that right there. I'm choosing to Snarl at this point. And I think from here, we might just want to go into a Thunder Wave and just start slowing down everything. Let's just do this because he's probably going for Thunderclap at this point. Might just spam Thunderclap, so let's spam some Thunder Waves here. Snarl, Thunder Waves. Let's lower some special defense here, and we'll see a Terra type launch here. I feel like you have to go for Thunderclap here, correct? But we'll see the Terra type, probably most likely Fairy. No, straight Electric. Does that just get rid of your Fairy weakness? I'm confused. Are you not going for Thunderclap or not? Are you doing it? There is Thunderclap, but he's going after Chi-Yu here. He goes after Chi-Yu with this shot. Brings us down to 26. I'm able to Snarl across the board, which isn't bad at all. Get that special attack drop, which is great news for us. More importantly, this Thunder Wave lands into this Incineroar slot. Okay, so I have my 2 restricted Pokemon in the back end. They probably have their 2 restricted Pokemon in the back end. Knockoff is going to fly and just KO you. So chances are you're going to go for a Thunderclap into the Chi-Yu slot. I could hard swap it and save it for later, especially because it is Choice Scarf. And then from here, maybe just go into you, because what are you going to do? He's potentially just going to go for a knockoff here, take off my Clear Amulet. Honestly, I might just Flame Charge this Incineroar slot and swap Giratina. Just so I can get a speed boost going with Koraidon. Could be really, really clutch for us. Yeah, because saving Chi-Yu for later could be really, really big for us. So I'm going to swap into you. I am just going to go for this Flame Charge and hope that this could just straight up KO. And we can go +1 here, because if I had to guess, this Raging Bolt's either going for a Protector or Thunderclap, right? Either or. So if I could just outspeed, pick up a KO, pick up a speed boost so I can outspeed Shadow Rider Calyrex later, that could be really, really beneficial for us. It's not bad. It's not bad. Like I said, I still have Giratina. Having this Choice Scarf Chew could be goated for us. Really, really good for us. Especially late game. Hopefully they don't swap Raging Bolt. They did use Terra on it, but swapping Raging Bolt could be a little bit of a problem for us because we don't want to deal with that first turn priority later in the match. Let's see. End up hard swapping our Chi-Yu. Going into our lovely little Giratina. And he's going to protect. Like I said, he was either protecting or Thunderclapping. We already knew that. Flame Charge going to fly here. Does it pick up the KO? It doesn't. So we're going to lose our Clear Amulet most likely here. Yep. So we lose our Clear Amulet. It does okay damage. Nothing crazy. But more importantly, I get that speed boost. I'm speed boosted up. Shadow Sneak's really not going to do anything. But I mean, first turn priority can just pick up a KO. I might as well just go for a Breaking Swipe. So Breaking Swipe into probably just like a Collision Course here. I don't want to Fire Terra. I'd rather just keep our Dragon typing here. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So Collision Course is going to launch here. How much damage are we doing into the slot? Hopefully we do enough where Breaking Swipe can KO. I hope Breaking Swipe can KO that. I really hope so. Double KO here. Let's go. That's huge. That's huge. So now I have, in the sunlight, I have my Koraidon +1 on speed, which is really big for us. They're probably bringing out Zamazenta and Shadow Rider, and that's decent news for us considering, I mean, I still have Terra, and maybe I could pick up a KO if I just go into like Shadow Sneak and double down into Calyrex slot. There is that chance. Zamazenta is scary though. I still have Chi-Yu. Which is great news for us. Chi-Yu is beautiful news for us. But from here, Shadow Sneak's gonna be my play, and I'm gonna double down. I'm gonna hope that you don't protect. There is a chance that they do, but I'm gonna hope that they don't, and I'm just gonna double down into the slot. So fingers crossed here, because we made this a match. We got Giratina on the field, picked up a double KO, which is really good for us. They don't have Terra. We still have Terra, but I just don't think sending it's the call right now. Because it could be clutch for Chi-Yu with Body Press maybe later in the match if we can just get rid of this, Calyrex. So if I can get rid of this Calyrex, and then if it's only attacking move, it's Body Press, Chi-Yu can just clutch up with the Ghost Terror, which is why I'm not sending it. I mean, obviously I could have sent it onto the Giratina here, but if Calyrex doesn't protect here, we pretty much just KO it. So there's no need for me to waste it. So let's see. He doesn't protect. That's really big here. Shadow Sneak's going to chip up or just KO. Not even chip up damage, just straight up KO. Let's go, Giratina. That's big time news. And Flare Blitz is now going to slide over into this +1 defensive Zamazenta. That's huge for us, and that damage is so good. Shadow Sneak dumping on Shadow Radicalities. Giratina, come on, man. Come on, Giratina. We love that. Behemoth Bash, gonna pick up some nice damage, but from here we can just go into a Poltergeist alongside with another Flare Blitz, and that is game, set, match, baby. 1-0 to get this video started. Giratina, hands down the MVP for match number 1. Moving on to our second match, and we have something crazy cool going on here. All 3 Origin Forms in one battle. They got Origin Form Palkia and Origin Form Dialga, and I'm rocking out with Origin Form Giratina. This should be a fun one. Now, from here, honestly, just going into Chi-Yu is probably our best bet. We have to watch out for maybe like Rain Dance Tornado, so I kind of just want to go into these 2. They got a lot of special attackers. But I'm going to go into these 2 just so I can just snarl through and then just kind of get after it. I like this. But I can go into Heat Waves if I want to. So I'm going to do that, bring in Giratina, and last but not least, let's bring in the Choice Band Tusk, man. Let's get the Tusk rolling here. But their team is pretty much all special attackers, right? So by going into Chi-Yu here, I can just snarl them down really, really well. So I'm liking this. But all 3 Origin Forms, you'll probably never see us again. You will probably never see us again. But this is really cool. This is what you get on the casual ladder. It's always cool on the casual ladder. It's always fun. You get something different every here and there. But Tornadus pops out here with Heatran. Now, Tornadus could pop Rain Dance, which is a little scary. But I'm still just going to stay on the field here because Collision Course is going to be super effective into Heatran, and then I can just Snarl across the board, which is easily my best bet. So Snarl, Collision Course, let's send it. You could Terrasilize Heatran maybe into like grass here. But let's see if they pop a Rain Dance or not. Who knows? They might not even have Rain Dance, but it's not really going to affect us if you go for Rain Dance this turn. You just withdraw Heatran. Okay. So Heatran with the withdrawal. Gastrodon's going to pop out here, which is fine. Snarl is just still doing magical work here. No Rain Dance flies, so this is great news. Get a crit on the Gastrodon. I just critted the Gastrodon, which is kind of funny. And you are Covert Cloak, Mr. Tornadus. So Tornadus Covert Cloak here. Collision Course just going to absolutely rip up into the Slug. I love Gastrodon, though. I think Gastrodon's such a fun Pokemon. It was a lot better in Sword and Shield than it was in this game, but it's still so much fun. No speed drops, which is a beautiful sight to see. And they're just going to go into Palkia, so I'm just going to keep spamming this Snarl. I'm just going to look to get rid of this Tornadus, I guess. So, nope, not Dark Pulse. We would like to use Snarl, so Snarl up here. If I can, I mean, just go for Flame Charge. Pick up a KO here. You're just going to protect Palkia. So Palkia with the Protect. Are you going to go for Tailwind? That's the real question. They are going to go for Tailwind. So Tailwind pops. I'm hoping Chi-Yu can maybe still outspeed. This would be really good news. This would be really good news. But Snarl's going to do a decent amount of damage into this Tornadus. Flame Charge going to finish off the job in the Sunlight. And more importantly, give me that speed boost that we need. A bit of Flame Charge action. Give me that speed boost. Now, they're still going to be faster than us. Maybe not my Chi-Yu, but I really hope I can get off one more Snarl. That would be really good news for us. Like, one more Snarl would be gorgeous. They end up bringing out Heatran here. One more Snarl would be the best play ever. And I'm just going to protect my Koraidon just to waste out some Tailwind turns at this point. Right? That's really what I want. Protect the Koraidon, waste out some Tailwind turns. And they're going to Terrasilize Heatran. So they brought Heatran back in here, knowing that we have Collision Course just for him to Terrasilize it. No, it's going to end up being the Palkia. They might just protect Heatran. So Palkia going into straight water typing. I have Flutter Mane. I have Great Tusk. And I have Origin Form Giratina, which is good news. I protect the Koraidon, which we'd love. And let's see what he goes for from here. He's going to protect the Heatran. But Heatran with a little bit of protect action. Come on, Mr. Fish. Need you to get off a Snarl here. Surf is flying here. Can you soak this Chi-Yu? I know it's Stab. I know it's Terra Boosted. But it's in the Sunlight. I think it's going to KO us. It does. That's sad news. That's sad news, even in the Sunlight. Terrible. Sad news. Real sad news. I really want Great Tusk to have some speed here. I'm just gonna go into Giratina here. Oh, so this Tailwind really doing us dirty here. I got Poltergeist. I'm going to Poltergeist this slot down. If I can get off a collision course here, would be really nice. And he ends up just protecting Palkia. Giratina might be able to outspeed Heatran. Heatran's not that fast, and it does. And it does. That's huge. That's a really big turn for us, because this is going to KO. Bye-bye, Heatran. That's really big. So that Flame Charge speed boost really comes up clutch, allowing us to outspeed this Heatran. And now we're sitting here, I can protect Giratina again, just to waste out these Tailwind turns. I might even swap him, just to reset the Sunlight later. That could be nice. How many turns are left in Sunlight? 1. Oh, and they're down to just Palkia. Ooh, this is really good for us. At this point, I'm just going to attack Poltergeist alongside with Collision Course. Just realized that they're down to the last Pokemon. I thought they had one more. So Surf flies here. I'm able to double soak, which is massive. Just because it's not very effective into neither of these Pokemon. That Dragon typing really clutches up. Collision Course flies, does a little bit more than half, and Poltergeist should be able to finish off this match. Attacking it by its lustrous globe. Bye-bye. Giratina is a KO machine today. GG's. I want to use the Great Tusk, but we'll try to use in match number 3. We're sitting 2-0. Final match is here, and we're going up against another Shadow Rider Calyrex and Zamazenta team. Our second one today. They are just so powerful. Hopefully we can win it again. We are sitting 2-0, which is really good, but they have Iron Valiant, alongside with Incineroar, Whimsicott, and last but not least, they are rocking out with Clefairy. Good little sport Pokemon, but Wide Guard on Iron Valiant, definitely something we're going to have to watch out here for. I'm going to bring the Great Tusk in here, but I don't know if I should lead it. I could just go these two. Choice Band with Tailwind, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. So Choice Band, Great Tusk with Tailwind, Tornadus, and then we'll just bring in our 2 restricted Pokemon. As much as I want to just use Flutter Mane Chi-Yu and just absolutely rip up into our opponent, I like this. I like this. We already guaranteed ourselves a winning record, which is really good. Great Tusk can do an insane amount of damage, and I'm hoping it can just, you know, pile drive through all these Pokemon. Especially because their only Tailwind user is going to be Whimsicott. So, I mean, if they lead Whimsicott, I could just go into Bleak Wind Storm and stagger those Tailwind turns. And go with that route, but we'll see. Let's see. Who they got to lead here? The typical, right? Tailwind into Shadow Rider Calyrex. Always powerful. Always powerful. I'm just going to rip a Bleak Wind, right? Do I? Yeah, let's rip a Bleak Wind. So I'm going to go Bleak Wind here. And I'm just going to go for the KO into the Calyrex slot. I'm going right into the KO for Calyrex slot. Doubling straight down into this thing. As long as Whimsicott doesn't taunt me, I can always just go into Tailwind next turn, unless he KOs with Shadow Rider. If he KOs with Shadow Rider, it's just a good game. It's thanks for playing. If he goes Tailwind into Astral Barrage and KOs with Shadow Rider, it's a good game. It's a good game. This is a hot chance of it being Ghost Terra, and if it's Ghost Terra, oh my lord. Okay, it's fair. It's fair. It's fine, then. That's fine with me. I was going to go for knockoff, so Headlong Rush actually works really good here. The Fairy Terror. You going for a Draining Kiss, maybe? Goes for the Taunt. Goes for the Taunt. There is a chance that you could just be going for Draining Kiss. No, you're going for Nasty Plot. Hold up. Hold up. Come on, Bleak Wind. Come on, Bleak Wind. Yes, Bleak Wind. Love you. Love you. Headlong Rush. Take out this Calyrex. Get rid of it. Bye-bye. Get it on out of here. Terra gone. Calyrex gone. Let's go. I knew I wanted to use this thing in this matchup here. Really good for us. Come on, man. Get on out of here, Calyrex. Calyrex gets dumped on. Dude, we're sitting really good right now. I mean, they're going to be able to Tailwind here, which is a little scary for me. They Tailwind. We can't Tailwind because we're taunted, but just going in straight Bleak Wind's definitely a play. You could Wide Guard here. You could easily Wide Guard, but I'm just going to go for Headlong Rush. Gotta be my play. Gotta be my play. And at this point, I might even just swap you. Now, you know what? We'll go for Bleak Wind. If you go for Wide Guard, you go for Wide Guard. Because then I can just potentially just go for a Headlong Rush here. Alright. Let's see. Are they going for Wide Guard? That is something I am scared of, but let's see. No, they're just straight up attacking. That's going to KO me. Yeah, that KOs me. But Bleak Wind can do some damage here. Bleak Wind can do some damage, which I'm happy about. So there's that. Moonblast is going to fly here. Hopefully it doesn't get that special attack drop. Actually, I might be Cobra Cloak, which is good. But Bleak Wind flies here. Double KO, and this matchup is super easy for us. We get that crit onto that Iron Valiant. We get a double crit. I mean, we're KOing Whimsicott anyway. I'm not sure about the Iron Valiant, but I'll take a double crit all day. It was just really good plays for us early on in the beginning here with the Great Tusk alongside with the Tornadus. We went for Bleak Wind, Headlong Rush. It was perfect. And they went for Nasty Plot and really screwed themselves over. But Clefairy comes out here as the final Pokemon. Quick third and final match. We're going to grab ourselves a perfect record for today's video. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So Bleak Wind into Flare Blitz. I'm pretty sure they just cancel. Yep, 3-0 perfect record. Easy battles today. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Origin Form Giratina in Regulation I. This Pokemon was really, really powerful today. Doing damage with Shadow Sneak, picking up KOs with Breaking Swipe, and picking up KOs with Poltergeist. Doing it all. Really just doing it all. I love this team all around with Giratina. Obviously, the Fluttermane and Shiyu combo is super, super strong, so leading that in any match is always good. Tornadus is great for speed control, and then Great Tusk picking up some huge damage and huge KOs with Headlong Rush into that Shadow Rider Calyx in match number 3. Ultimately gave us that 3-0 perfect record. But guys, that is going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like button for me. And if you're new here, click that big red subscribe button so you know when all of my videos go live. Seriously, you guys rock out. Make sure you spread positivity today, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.